Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Majestix Heroclix Podcast. My name is Jeff, and as always, my co-host Patrick.
So we had a long weekend.
It is
Thanksgiving.
It felt short to me. Went by so fast.
What did you do?
I had Thanksgiving, then we went, which was, full day of family fun, eating, drinking, good times. We have like the typical Thanksgiving meal with the turkey, the stuffing, mashed potatoes, yams, all the good stuff. And then Friday, we went to watch some movies. Saturday was at the store, and Sunday was just cleaning up for work that I had to go back to today. Struggle's real, man.
I went to Vegas to visit my parents.
Nice.
And the first thing everyone asks when I say that, they're like, "Oh my God, you drove?" I flew because there's no way I'm that stupid to drive on Thanksgiving to Vegas. So anybody who's not from the region, if you're driving from SoCal to Vegas, normally it's like a 3.5 hour drive.
Mm-hmm. That's not bad.
Vegas, yeah, it's nothing. It's like it's really nothing. You can go there every other weekend if you really want. But if you go on Thanksgiving, it's like 8 hours, something like that. 6 to 8 hours, depending on when you leave. And I flew, and it was like, I'm gonna fly this way now if I can swing it every time. If I go there, the airline's called JSX. It's like a partner of JetBlue, and they're like, they call it the hop-on flight, where it's very quick. You just hop on and you go to your destination, right? But they only go to like 5 places right now. It's like Oakland,
nice.
It's like Oakland, Denver, Vegas, Phoenix, and like Burbank or whatever.
But I know where you're flying into.
Dude, yeah, I know. Right? How far is Oakland from you guys?
Like 30 minutes.
Dude, if I fly there, you're gonna pick me up.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Dude, but I've never been on this flight, and I didn't know. So it's in one of those it's in an airplane hangar that is not part of. It's like what people use for either charter jets or private, or like people who are like training to fly. That's what
you want a rich person flight,
dude.
Did you pay $5,000 to fly?
No, I did not. No, because they made it affordable, right? So
yeah,
check this out. I went to John Wayne. So I looked at the address. I'm like, wait, and it said it's not John Wayne. It's next to John Wayne. I'm like, okay, well, it's part of John Wayne, but it's off to the side. So I went.
Yeah.
And you know what it was like to me? It was like pulling up to like the mall, and then going inside, and then going to the food court, and then ordering your food, and then sitting down. So here I pulled up right to the front, like the Uber dropped me off. I stepped in, I went in, I got my ticket, and I sat down in the lounge.
Dang. So you didn't have a ticket when you walked in?
No, I did have a ticket. Like I had there was no check-in or anything. You check in there. There's no like
security or anything.
Yeah, dude, no TSA. They didn't check anything. Like they're like, you gotta. Oh, and I get up to 2 carry-on bags for free.
That's really good.
50 pounds, right? And they provide like drinks and food in the lounge, and it's like Starbucks coffee too. So, dude, I went in. I was like, I'm like, am I supposed to take off my shoes, my belt? What? Like, hey, you just go sit down. I was like, okay. And then when I got my email, it said, just arrived 20 minutes before your flight. I'm like, 20 minutes? I'm like, no, dude, there's no way. Because, when you go to airport, you're like an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, right?
Exactly. Depends how long the screening line is.
20 minutes. It was so I got there. I was like, let's be safe. I got there an hour before. I was like the third person there. No line. I just went to the counter. They brought up they didn't even look at like, what's your confirmation code? They just like, what's your ID? And they just looked at it that way. And then they just printed it out, and then there I have a seat. And then so my flight was at 6:10. We boarded at 6.
Okay.
We walked through the hangar out to the tarmac and just into the jet.
Nice.
And you know what's the crazy thing in there? So it's only like one side's 2 seats, one side's 1 seat, so it's small. But the leg room is like, I'm like, this is insane. Is this how like the other half of society,
the 1%?
I know,
1%, buddy.
It's insane. I couldn't believe it. Right? And so I went inside and I was like, this is crazy because they had drinks and food, alcoholic beverages on them. Like you don't have to pay for it. Like, what the hell? I'm like, what's going on here? Is this,
you said Oakland to John Wayne?
Yes, there is. And then, so check this out. The plane wasn't even full. We were like half full. So it was like space. I was like, it really felt like a private flight.
Yeah. Dude, that's super sick. Well, how big was the plane?
Huh?
How big was the plane?
Shit, I'm not really good. I just know that it probably fits maybe 30 people.
Okay, so that's a lot smaller than like a 747 or something.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's really small. Like the flight was 40 minutes. Like we got in. It's so weird. It felt like we just went on a bus and then we're like, instead of just driving, we flew. But that's what it felt like. That's a
good feeling.
10 minutes.
Damn.
I was like, oh my god, this ruined flight. This ruined like the airport experience forever because I'm gonna compare any flight to this from now on.
Dude. And was it comparable to like what, Southwest or something?
Oh, dude, what do you mean? Like in terms of
price range?
Well, it's like this was like $300, but it's also because it's in it's peak, right? It's
peak season, right?
I flew Wednesday night.
Yeah, so it's probably on a regular day would be half that.
Yes, if it's off season, maybe $200 if it's like on a busy weekend or whatever. But like, I feel like it's gonna be 200 or less because it's so like.
Well, think of the time you're saving, the efficiency.
Too, because like, yeah, I feel like it was like Uber for planes because as soon as we landed, like they just flew whatever, and then like the next group goes on, but it's quick because there's only there was like no luggage, barely any luggage inside.
Yeah, they're just turning and burning people to make money. So no, that's really cool, and like you said, it's a cost-effective way to be efficient.
Thanks, man.
All right.
I was like, everything was free. I was like, what the hell? You know how now everything is like so
not free.
Yes, everything's so charged. You can't like unless you get like water or something.
No, you touch the wrong water at like a hotel room and they charge you $5.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I spent it with my parents and we actually went to a one of the hotel buffets for Thanksgiving.
Very
nice. It was packed too.
Oh, I bet.
It was freaking packed, but the food was good though. But,
oh, dude, it better be.
I know.
It's Thanksgiving, right?
Check this out. Check out this little scam we did.
Okay. Past weekly tips.
So we went to the Silverton Hotel, and their buffet there for Thanksgiving was like almost $30 per person. Okay. So that's not too bad because if you go to the bigger ones, it's like 40 or 50. But this is a smaller one. But they had my mom said, look, we're gonna sign me up for their player rewards program.
Mm-hmm.
Because that day, if you're a new member, you get 50% off up to 4 people for a restaurant in the place. So we signed up. I signed up. And I got the card, and they gave me the voucher, and then it was 50% off for us 3.
Dude, heck yeah, I would totally do
Crazy, right?
Because it probably doesn't cost anything to sign up, right?
No, none.
Just like a couple minutes in your email address.
Yeah. So,
but the time you're going to spend later deleting all those emails.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. But no, actually, no. I didn't have. They just have my number, so I might get texts.
Oh yeah, that's not so bad.
But yeah, so I paid like
nice.
$36 or something like that.
Dude, that is an awesome steal.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But yeah. So and then that was basically it, and then came back to work.
Reality.
Not only here, but like for the season I work at Amazon.
Okay, nice.
So, but their logistics department, which is basically the mail department.
Yeah.
So the big warehouse. So it's basically just a warehouse job, and we get all the we get all the packages ready for the drivers to deliver.
Okay.
And,
nice.
and the actual crew that I'm on is the same day department. So this is like blows my mind. You order something in the morning and you get it in the afternoon.
Dude, I know. Like it's like Prime Now, right?
Yes, that's so insane. I could not believe. I'm like,
I love
how. Yeah,
there's
I know,
been instances where I have to use Prime Now. I'm just like, oh shit.
Right, because you got to get it. You get it right away. Oh my god. There's one day, and then the same day. We're the same day one. So we actually have a lot of pressure because we have to get the turn because we have to get everything ready before the drivers come. But that's crazy because like someone would order at 9, we get there, and then 2 hours later there's a truck with all these orders for that day. And then we sort them out, and then they all get. And then what's crazy is it's all the flex drivers. So it's not even Amazon the vans. It's the Uber guys that are
the contract drivers, right?
Yeah. But it's people who do Uber too.
Okay, nice.
It's just like you can do it. Anybody. It's like Uber but for Amazon. So you come in and then you go on your app and it tells you how many hours you want. You go from 2 hours to 4 hours, and then if you want a 4 hour, you get paid for 4 hour block, but then you have to go to the 4 hour side of the warehouse where we give you
where the loads are for a 4 hour delivery.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude, that's a well-oiled machine.
I know, right?
It's impressive. I like that.
During like peak time, they can make over $20 an hour, the drivers, because they needed like yesterday because it was really, really busy. They made a call out. They called people come
work because it's so busy.
No, to come the drivers to come because they didn't have enough drivers to pick up the routes.
Oh wow.
And in order for them to come, you got to pay more. So they're gonna up the okay, if you come now, you're gonna get $21 an hour. Oh, okay, let's go. Because normally I believe it's like $18.
Okay, so yeah, $3 bump.
Yeah, $2 or $3 bump, and it's like steady. Because if you're done, you can come back again if you can do it.
Yeah, you gotta hustle.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Hustle. No, that's cool though. Dude,
it's enough of the Thanksgiving talk.
So 4 days, 4 hours, 20 minutes, and 55 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Until our one series kicks off.
Are you gonna bring that up? Let's see it. Show it to me. Oh no, not that. Yeah,
not you.
Look at that. Look at the countdown, baby. So there's some kind of so there's the trophy down there. So if anybody wants to know, there's the format, schedule, results. And if you click on map list, click on the map list right there.
What is it?
Oh, no, go down. The map list. Down.
Oh.
Boom, look at it. Light Cycle Arena Battle. December 7th.
Yeah, that's Saturday. In case anyone's curious.
We might as well go over that right now.
All right. Bam.
And you know what? I did. I think just to make this simpler, Jeff, we should only do the bridge thing on the actual bridges. Just the bridges. So the ones that have those the double lines. So
like these, right?
Yeah, those. So we can explain. So I guess zoom in on one side and we can explain. So anybody who's familiar with the No Man's Land,
too far.
Blackgate prison map.
So like right here,
side,
right?
Yeah. The post Cataclysm side had a rule for a bridge. Okay, so we're using that. Yeah, so we're using that rule for this. We just couldn't put it on here because my map guy didn't have like the wording correctly, and we were kind of like on a time.
Yeah.
Time deadline, so we couldn't get it on this. So I was like, we'll just explain it. So anyway, what this is supposed to be, it's a multi-level arena, just like the movie. And obviously if you play it just the way it is in Heroclix, the way it is played right now, it would be very hard to maneuver on here unless you flew. But to make this a little bit easier, we're gonna do the bridge rule. Okay, so the bridge rule basically is if you are if you are gonna go underneath a bridge, and the bridge in this map will have the double lines on each side.
Yep.
You can go underneath it. So normally, I guess zoom in on one side that you want to show.
Like right here.
Yeah, whatever. Let's zoom in so they can see like the levels and stuff. Okay. So normally, if you go where your cursor is, right there. From there to the left side, that's level 3 and that's level 3. Okay. So normally you cannot cross there unless you fly, or ignore elevated. But because it's a bridge, you can go underneath it. So from 3 to 3, you can just go straight through. Couple things: you cannot end your movement in that bridge square. You have to
on the level 4.
Yeah, you can't. So the best way to check is to look at the levels and see. So look at right below it, underneath. So there's a 3 and then the 3 again.
3 here.
Yeah.
So you can go underneath this bridge.
Yep, you can go underneath there, and you can go. So it's basically the bridge.
Yeah. Now, and you can go under these as long as you can finish your movement.
Yes, you can finish your movement. So in this scenario, you can go diagonal too because there's the 2 lines. But if it doesn't have the 2 lines, you cannot go. Right? It's kind of like a wall. Now,
here's another example.
This also, So look at.
Here's 2.
Right? Yeah, 2, and then there's 2 on
here's
the other
also
side.
2.
Yeah, so you can cross that without having to go over it. Now this also affects line of fire. So, a good one would be right that long way right there. So on the left side, on that left right there.
Yeah.
Okay, you pick
this one right
there. So that's level 3, right, or 4?
This is level 4.
Okay, so underneath it is 2, and they're all 2 all the way across. So line of fire is not blocked from the 2 from the left all the way to the right. Can you show that?
So you can shoot from here straight through.
Yes, so that's clear for line of fire, but it's only on that axis, I guess you could say, because that's where the bridge is. So you can't go like diagonal down to the left. Because it's only for the bridges. It has to be one side to the next side. Now, if there's, for example, so on the bridge on that the left side, where the cycle is on the left. Okay, so right there. So if you wanted to go from 2 to 4 up there, right? You see the little elevation change? No.
Yeah, here.
No.
Oh, down here.
On the right there. So scroll down a little bit. Okay, so you won't be able to go from that 2 to the 2 that's on the bottom where the next elevation changes.
Here?
Yeah. That one you cannot because there's no bridge.
Yes, you only can pass through bridges.
Yes, so that's like a wall, like a building kind of whatever. So the 2 to 2 there you can't see, and you cannot pass through. You can only you could only go underneath the bridges. So that would be because like it's coming up this weekend, and people that are going to play it, we'll also explain it. Craig's going to have to like explain that part.
Yeah. So he's so Alex is for sure out, and he's 100% doing it.
Yeah, because I told Alex if he can't. So he said, you know what, it's better if Craig just does it because he doesn't want to have to scramble to try to get somebody this weekend.
Yeah, and it's less stress on him and everyone else. So Craig will be ready.
So he's gonna have to be good on all those rules because it's gonna be me and you upstairs to do the scoring and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that'll work. Yeah, I'll go over it with him this week.
And then basically that's it for this map. Line of fire and crossing. You cannot end your movement underneath a bridge. You have to go to the other side of it. So
yeah, sounds good. All right, I'm excited to see someone break this map this weekend.
I mean, I feel like Nick and Green Arrow are good on this. Also, what's good on this too? It's hard to tank. If people play tank, it's fairly difficult to tank on this map.
Yeah, because the elevation is rough.
There are only certain parts you can tank, right? Like the ones that
Here.
have the 4.
Yeah.
That's it. But if you go in one of the pockets there, then you can't.
Can't touch this. Da-na-na-na.
So, but there is, I guess, some bad news, I guess. But we have a workaround.
Yeah.
It is supposed to rain. Do you know how much rain?
It didn't give me that much detail. It just
gave
me little raindrops. But the day before and the day after are clear.
It's weird.
So I'm
it's
thinking
like sunny, and it's just that day.
Yeah.
The cloud following. It's like the cartoon with the cloud following.
I'll be checking my app every couple hours just to make sure.
If it's like a light sprinkle drizzle, then it's fine. I just don't want it to be like pouring hard. Maybe it's like one of those like NorCal type weathers where it just kind of rains a little bit and it stops, and then it'll start again and it'll just stop, but doesn't go hard.
Doesn't go hard. Dude, it's been so windy up here lately. Oh my God. It's been bad.
We can set up the tents
Mm-hmm.
outside, but we can also put the tables underneath where it's covered, and we just put the pop-ups kind of connecting that, and we have a tarp covering everything.
Yeah, no, that should work.
Because Sean's gonna have the tarp, he's gonna cover everything and it's gonna go over to the side, so it's gonna be fairly enclosed.
Yeah, no, I don't foresee anyone getting wet or anything. Yeah. Should be nice and toasty in there with a bunch of hot dudes.
Yeah, but you know what though? It's gonna be like 60 degrees. So it's actually going to be nice because of all the body heat there with the 60 degrees outside. It should actually be nice because I remember in the summer it was like that sun was scorching, dude.
It got really warm at the end, yeah.
So this one should be different. So
yeah, no, it should be good. I'm excited.
We should get over 20. It seems like we'll get over 25 people.
Yeah,
because did I tell you the San Diego guys are coming?
Ooh.
There's at least 3 of them coming.
Nice. I had some bad news today. Wes won't be able to make it.
Really?
Someone close to him's ill. He's got to stay back and take care of them. But I do believe that Diego and Eric are still coming.
Oh, cool. And obviously Paul's coming.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be coming with another guys from? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I hope he comes with some of the guys. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Also, Nate can't come. He just messaged. He told me it's too close to Christmas. Because so he has to he's like, I have to save money for that. I'm like, okay. Is that next one? That's fine. But we'll set up the trial for there, and then I think of the trial winners, there are 2 guys that aren't coming.
Okay.
I believe it's Wes and
Nate.
It's Wes.
No, not Nate.
No, it's Wes and Dustin.
Okay. Oh, Dustin's not making it. Yeah. I have to make a new pick now.
I know. So, but I think so. That means that there's 7.
Yeah.
7 people that are coming, right?
Yeah. So that'll be good.
For sure, Rob's coming. Tony. So it's Rob, Tony, Steve. Matt Asbrook coming, and
Richard.
Then Paul. Richard 6. Who's the 7th one?
Alyssa.
Oh, Alyssa. Yeah. So 7, and then whoever this Friday is.
Yeah. Good luck to whoever is this Friday. But I did a little polling of some numbers. So I did. Let's see. What do you want to start with? Archetypes.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think the most popular archetypes are? It's kind of tied. What is tied?
What? Like a resource or like a team or what?
Like a type of team, like aggro, mid range, point denial, undying, alpha, tentpole.
Point denial or undying. Wait. Well, I mean, I guess you could just I guess it would be point denial.
So it's like it's a tentpole point denial. So it's like a 150 point figure that's not giving up points. Yeah. And then, so that was 4 out of the 22 teams. What would you classify your team as? The Proteus team or the?
It's like a mid range. It's
mid range.
It's because it doesn't. it doesn't point denial because you can kill.
You can kill it.
You can get points.
That's what I thought it was, like a mid range.
Yeah. And it's not aggressive because I don't run in your face and hey, although it can be aggressive because like I can hit you really fast, but it's not. I wouldn't classify it as aggressive.
And then Emilio's team. That was the only other one I was unsure.
That one.
The Gardeners, the Overdrive, Surtur.
That one's aggressive for sure.
Is it? Okay.
Because the two Gardeners with Overdrive and WizKid, he throws the thing up really fast and then he just attacks you to 2 free attacks, and he runs in your. He goes like right up on you, and then you hit him, and Surtur comes in and finishes the job.
Okay, so then it's kind of a 4-way tie between.
Yeah, because, look at this. If somebody's playing Overdrive, what does that mean?
Yeah. Well, positioning.
I can't think of an Overdrive team that isn't aggressive.
I just felt like the Gardeners was super squishy, though.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with being aggressive. Aggressive, like look at Hulk. He's 3 clicks.
It's true.
But it's still aggressive, right?
It's true. But they can't attack until the next turn of being carried, though.
What's that?
I didn't think they could attack the first turn. No, the Gardeners.
No, they do the free attack. Remember, if they put the smoke, if they put a hindering on you, they can free attack the guy on they're hindering.
I just thought it would take a couple turns to equip the range. No? Okay.
No, because remember he's playing power plant, so he puts the smoke cloud on one of them.
Okay.
And it's a free action to smoke, and it's 6, and it's like, and his range, remember?
Yeah, super far.
Like, I believe +1 range.
+1. Okay.
WizKid gives +1, so it's 8 range, and if you burn a ring, that's 9 range. Dude, that's like all the way across the map.
Yeah.
Both of them can do it because if you give one Matter Rearranger, I believe you can turn something into hindering, correct?
Yeah.
So between Matter Rearranger and the Blacklight ring, both of those can put hindering underneath you, and then they can free attack.
Okay, that makes sense.
For a lot, too. They're hitting for like 13 or.
Yeah, I knew we could get the damage up.
5 or 6. Yeah, easy.
So something's dying. So it's the tentpole aggro team, which is 150 points or more. There's 4 of those teams. There's 4 of the tentpole point denial teams, and then 4 of the Alpha Strike teams, which is a lot of just moving up, attacking, right?
You could call them Alpha Strike aggressive. They're basically just wanting to attack you really fast.
Yeah, they move up quick and kill you. Yeah. So that was that. Let's see. What do you think? Resources, obviously. The number 1 resource was
Blue Battery. Sapphire.
Phoenix Force.
Phoenix Force. Okay.
That had so out of the 22 teams, there's 4 Phoenix Forces. There's 3 power plants.
Ooh, 3 power plants. That's impressive. That's like to me, besides like the Millennium Stone, that's one of those like super powerful things, but nobody uses because either nobody has all the rings or they just like don't know how to use them.
So I'll go over that in a little bit. I've been playing with the power plant a little bit lately. So 3 of the power plants, 2 green batteries, 2 blue batteries, 2 indigo batteries. Everything else was 1, which was Pandora's Box.
How many blue?
2.
Oh, you know what? I've seen more blues. It's just I think those are the ones they just made. Those are the ones they just made.
Yeah. So this is the 22 teams I took are the other ones that either made cut or just the top 4 teams that we
just
recorded
from our site.
Yeah, exactly. Straight from our site. 1 utility belt, 1 yellow battery, 1 Justice League teleporter, 1 white power battery, 1 Quinjet, and 1 Sapphire. And then there was 2 teams.
We haven't seen. So the only ones we didn't see is black,
red,
stuff,
and red.
Oh, red. Oh, that's right, red.
Because Landers didn't make cut.
Oh, that's right.
Well, he made cut, but yeah, we only recorded the top 2 teams. I think he was 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there was 2 teams that played no resources.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I know one of them was a cosmic team, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What was the other one?
What is it? The Jason's 3.
Yeah, Paul's team.
Second round. First time he played the teleporter.
Yeah, and he tried it now without. Okay, that's cool.
I think it's better without the teleporter.
No supreme intelligence, huh?
Dang, supreme intelligence is clutch, man.
No punishers, man. Come on, guys.
Where's my blackbirds at, guys?
Look, I think when we do the most unique team prizing for next year, I think people will start trying stuff. I think this will do the criteria. The criteria has to be 3 wins.
Okay.
If it has to be, the criteria has to be minimum 3 wins.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you think we should be picking something that I feel like it doesn't matter, but maybe it does. I was gonna say minimum, it has to be minimum 3 wins, but didn't make the cut.
Didn't make the cut.
Either top 8, top 4, top 2.
Oh, it did make the cut?
No, didn't.
Oh, okay.
So that way, but the criteria needs to have 3 wins.
Oh, okay.
Now, if it doesn't have the 3 wins, if there are no 3 wins, like let's say all the 3 wins made the cut, then we have to pick it from the cut.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
There are, like, for example, if for this weekend, right? If we go 5 rounds, there will be some 3 and 2s that don't get in to top 8.
Yes.
So
it'll be all 4 and 1s.
Right. But we could just pick them through. I feel like we just picked from all of them. Because what if, like, the coolest team there gets to, like, top 2 or something? That might be,
might be worthy too.
What if like a Millennium Stone team makes the top 4?
That would be godly.
See, then we can't like.
Yeah,
we can't just.
We can't ignore that.
Cut, so you're not in. Like, no. So that way,
we'll refine that. But I like that idea.
Yeah, but we have to think about like what to give as prizing. But the thing is, I feel like we should only do that to qualifiers and 1Ks only. The larger
of course.
So like the winner maps and the trials we don't do. But because I think the qualifiers and the trials and the 1K should be larger.
Oh, for sure.
Larger turnout,
Oh, it's right. We're doing the qualifiers again next year. I'm excited.
Yeah, I feel like we should do 4 qualifiers if we're going to do 4 1Ks.
Mm-hmm.
Then that way we can do the qualifiers at different places.
Yeah, no, that'd be good.
That can, like Arizona, like Phoenix, they can get a lot of people. So it would be awesome to give them a qualifier. This qualifies straight to the invitational. So we talked about this a little bit before, but now might as well, I guess.
Wait, let's finish our numbers, and then we'll do that. So I didn't really pull specific figures for teams because they're all like unique teams. There's not a lot of overlapping figures, so there wasn't much data on that. So I started looking at the maps. What do you think the number 1 most picked map was?
Underground Caverns.
Yes,
it's one of the 2.
It was Underground Caverns.
Yeah.
What do you think the second most picked map was? It was not Amok Time.
I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna refresh my mind on some maps. Metal Arena.
That is 3rd, but the 2nd place is Stark Tower with the map bonus.
Oh yeah, duh. Forgot about
that. I know.
That.
I tricked you. Tricksy you. So let's go. 10 people out of the 22 picked, Underground Cavern. So that's almost half the playing field, right? Had Underground Caverns as one of their maps. That's ridiculous. Stark Tower, there was 5. Amok Time, Metal Arena, Genosa, 4 people picked that map. And then everything else was 2 or less. It was all over the place, from Sentinel Factory to WWE Arena to what do you call it?
How about some equipment?
Objects.
I guess equipment. Like, equipment's also entities.
Yeah. I went with just the regular objects that were on the
Okay.
field. What do you think the most used object was? That you only get 3 of, whether it's relic, objects.
You know what's gonna mess it? Oh, BatSignal. Duh.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, BatSignal. You know how I know this? Because everyone that comes in the store asks for BatSignal.
Oh, nice.
Every single one. Because they all have some cool idea and they can't, and I'm out.
I think I bought my first BatSignal from you.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I did.
I had so much. I had so many of that.
Oh, good.
They were flying off at $15 a pop. Yeah.
All right. What do you think the second most used one?
Dude,
it's a 3-way tie.
One of the stupid rings, or it's either a ring or a gem.
The 0 ring, 2 of those, 2 venom harnesses.
Oh.
And 2 gamma dongs.
Gamma bomb?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I said, isn't it?
I thought you said gamma dong.
Oh, yeah, I must have. That's what we call it. You never heard it called that before?
No.
Oh my god, yeah. That's all we call it at the store is the gamma dong. Because you're taking it up the butt.
Jeez.
I might have to edit that one out. We'll see, guys. All right, number 1 ID.
Green Arrow.
Yep. But only 6 people out of the 22 played it, so it's not heavily predominant. What'd you say?
Cyclops.
Beast student at 5.
Oh, yeah. Damn it. I knew it was a student because they got to be low enough for them to call in.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of teams that they just can't call in like Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Like my Slate team can't call in Green Arrow.
Yeah, that's rough. So Green Arrow for 6. Beast, 5 people had him on their team. Let's see what else was interesting. Batman, there's 3 of those. 3 level 7. 1 person. So 3 people played 1, and then 1 person played 2. So 4 people total had level 7 IDs. 2 Cyclops students. I know you asked about him. Yeah, nothing else really stuck out.
Interesting would be to look at what's the most played. Okay, I know the answer is Nighthawk. What's the most played non-modern figure? Nighthawk, right?
So how many Nighthawks do you think were in the winning teams?
Shit, none.
Well, and are the teams that I analyzed?
Maybe 2?
2
I don't know.
On the same team.
Oh yeah, the Shredders.
Turtles.
Turtles. Yeah. But you know what? There was a lot of Nighthawks all over the place. They just didn't make it. I've seen it. I've seen the Night. They just. You know what's weird about that is, Nighthawk is like the one thing that remember like Chase was saying like, oh, you know, he was saying that somebody will not play the format without Nighthawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nighthawk is not
Alan.
that impactful. Yeah, but Nighthawk is not as impactful as one would think.
Yeah.
Right? It's so crazy because like Nighthawk is so good. Yeah.
Like,
it's not, that's I think that's part of the good. I think that's about the format. It seems like it's so powerful, but there are just so many things out there that can stop it or bypass it, whatever you want to call it.
Or flurry on it twice with Battle Fury.
It doesn't hinder so much. But yeah, that is a very interesting thing because I feel like Nighthawk Prime, but maybe there's other. Is there another figure you can think of that's played that's not a non-modern piece that's played in this the most? I feel like Lydia and Nighthawk Prime are the 2 that you would that. But you know what I'm surprised that we don't see is Ultron Drones.
The only person that plays the Ultron Drone is Paul.
And that's a shame because those drones can call in
autonomous
the best guys that you can think of for 30 points.
Yeah.
Also, you don't see that many of the older Colossals.
Brimstone, Adam.
Yeah, like Adam is so good as a retaliator, yet nobody plays him.
Because he gets past combat reflexes, super sense of shape change?
He basically gets everything. Yeah, it's combat reflexes. Yeah, No shit. Yeah. Also, it's penetrating.
Yeah, that's ridiculous for 15 points.
Yeah, and it's an area of effect.
Yeah, and he could. No, he doesn't get to reposition him, does he? That was someone else.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
But, I mean, the fact that he could do that, and then he has Empower too, so that like when he retails hits, then you can bring your secondary attacker or your main guy next to him to punch with Empower.
Dude, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brimstone is ridiculous. Just run through the straight line, right? But yeah, the Lydia, the Nighthawk, you need to watch out for in this
Ultron
format.
Drones, another one.
Ultron Drones.
But you know what though? There's still a lot of exploration.
And we haven't seen a Sheriff Strange team in this format, and I feel like
oh my god, yeah.
There's some teams that only run one ID or a little bit, but Sheriff Strange on its own is still just such a good figure that even if he's not hindering the IDs, he's still got a stop click, Mystic, Super Senses, Perplex.
Leadership, yeah.
That's not bad for 50 points. So
okay, before we go on to like the actual the circuit next year, we didn't finish going over the hidden gems. We're on Batman right now.
Batman, that's right.
Because there's some good things in here, and something to touch on is when we get to it will be one of the things I feel like we really need to do, the unique team thing.
Yes.
So this is the Fast Forces part right now, and they're basically just there for the ID cards.
Mm-hmm.
The Nightwing, actually, this isn't a bad option, the Nightwing one, because he has Outsiders.
Yeah, Outsiders is good, but not as good as it used to be, unfortunately.
But
is this the Tony Zuko one? No, that's the World's Finest.
Yeah, but the better version is to play the World's Finest version, because he's 25 points and he has Outsiders. Outsiders is still good. I believe it's still 10 range free action, or 10 squares, I think.
Yeah. No, Tony Zuko's the LE one.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about the Outsiders team ability.
Yeah, Outsiders.
I don't think anything has changed from it. It's still, you can't be modified.
Yeah, but they went from 10 range to 6.
Oh, it's 6 now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know where I can look that up, guys?
Oh my god. Let's do it. Let's do it. Team abilities. Did we show this last week? I think we did.
Yeah.
We did. Well, let's just double check.
3 within 6 squares in the line of fire. Until your next turn, the combat values can't be modified. Still good.
Yeah.
Still good.
No, it is.
You know what? If you don't want to play Nighthawk, you just play Outsiders as a call-in.
That's true. Is it copyable? Oh, it's uncopyable now. Damn. But it used to be copyable.
But you can also play like the Starfire, the Coriander, the 100-point Coriander that has Outsiders. There's actually a bunch of ways you can do this. Just, like the best way is that the 25-point Nighthawk or Nightwing. And
yes.
You just basically, you get one turn where you can just blast them. So,
yeah. Goodbye, Unimind.
Yeah. Exactly right. Okay, so then the next one is the Alfred.
With support.
Support for Batman family. Okay, sure. The Batman. See, the 100-point Batman here has charge.
He's got really good improved movement.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he has everything. This Batman actually has flurry. It's flurry. It's flurry perplex, right? So what you need is you need charge. So if you give him what you did before was you gave him a hammer, right? Duh.
Yeah. Duh.
But you could change it by giving him Phoenix Force.
Yeah.
And
or Butcher.
Yeah, and he has.
Oh no, Butcher wouldn't stop on top click. Never mind.
Yeah, and he has the best improved movement you can get.
Yeah,
I know. Right?
Sorry if you're inside, but
still,
you'll figure it out.
That's like the best. I mean, no, but the fact that he can just get out, get away from everybody.
Yeah, it's really good. Bruce Wayne leadership. This is the Bruce Wayne everyone's been looking for. No.
This
another one.
Okay, I think there's another one, but
there's another one.
60-point leadership perplex, but he has he's 60 points. So he can call in some good stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then this is the guy, Arkham Asylum capture guy.
Yes, this is one of our options for our capture team. Landers
Yeah.
is working on.
And
I felt the 9 attack was too low.
Clay actually played this version, Arkham Guard, into a top 8 last year's trial qualifier.
Yeah.
He health spawn. It's a health spawn capture team.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So okay, then we got Beast Boy. He's got some morphing things. It just sucks that the really good ones are from the DC 75th, which is not here. It's not legal.
Yeah.
So there's Catwoman. She can. I'm not sure what. I don't think
she needs stealth.
Oh, Selena Kyle is okay if it wasn't for the fact that she has to roll to pick it up. She has, because she can still relics, but you have to like successfully do it. That'd be kind of cool though if you just take it.
Yeah, it's similar to the Leonardo gimmick.
Right.
If you're rolling hot, you're rolling hot. Nightwing 008.
Charge Flurry. He's 72 points, which is cool. But if you can swing the 100 points, then you go ahead and play the Zuko one because they both have Charge Flurry. But like for example, on the Slate team, he could be good if I wanted to go Nightwing.
Yeah, I was gonna say Shredder Clone can call him in.
Yeah, Charge Flurry, and the inspiration's not bad.
See, Batgirl.
Energy Explosion that gives out tokens. Okay.
That's pretty good.
And so this Pterodactyl actually was on a team that we were working on a while ago with animals.
Okay.
Because if you play Alyosha with Beast Boy, Alyosha can be given a non-free, like a non-free.
Yeah.
Then animal moves for free, right? Well, Beast Boy moves for free, and he can carry other animals with him.
Yeah, that's really good.
So you're just like taxing for free, basically.
No, that's nice. I like it.
It's only 60 points too, so.
Because I know the other taxi for animals was Lockjaw, but I don't remember his movement, and it probably wasn't as far as.
No. Lockjaw's is fun. Lockjaw
is it?
Like 11. He moves 11.
Oh,
but
twice.
But the difference is, so that Lockjaw's cheaper, but Beast Boy.
He can change into other things, right?
Yeah, but he can also attack. This one, I believe, has exploit weakness when he charges.
Yeah,
there it is.
It's right there.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's more of an offensive piece. You're not just dedicated to
and he can
not overdriving it.
Like 3 different things too. So
yeah, the morph ability is really good.
Yeah.
Alfred, 42 point Batman ally, team ability Perplex, not bad. This big Barda, I remember.
This is a very interesting piece. She can basically port across the map and do a closer range for free. So the little trick you can do with this is you can give her the mother box, and the mother box, I believe it's a 4, 5, or 6 or whatever, but the mother box gives +1 to the rolls if you're a New Gods.
Oh, okay.
So she gets +1 for New Gods, and with Split Up you get another +1. So like you're succeeding on like a 2 through 6 or something like that.
That's much better.
But the cool thing about that is when the mother box says when you get a second action token, you can choose one. You can choose a power: Steel Energy, Prob, Pulse Wave, or something. Whatever. There's a bunch of them to choose from.
Yeah.
Well, her thing is it's a double power action.
Yeah.
So when you give her a second action, you give her she can get Pulse Wave, and then after resolutions, she can use a close or range at no cost. So
you double Pulse Wave.
No, it's just one. It's one Pulse Wave because it's a double power action. It's a double power action to move 12. It's her boom tube. So you give her double power action, she moves 12 phase.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, she can be given a close or range at no cost. So what you do is you order it where I'm going to resolve the mother box first, and I'm going to give her Pulse Wave, and then I'm going to range at no cost, which is Pulse Wave.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
And
she's got a...
Yeah. she's a 4. She's an 11-4. So if you give her, like, let's say the bat belt, she'll be a 12-5 pulse wave, and then you can BatSignal her back.
It's really good.
It's that's a nice game, but I mean,
that's a nice little yo-yo team.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I don't know how good it is, but I think it's a nice little gimmick.
Yeah, it's very gimmicky. But like I said, you're double tokened, and what are you going to do after that?
Yep. Well, you saw that's why on the team on this team, I had like Ultron Drones to do stuff.
Mm-hmm. Follow.
Okay, so Hugo Strange is another one. Now this is the guy I wish he wasn't so many points, but the fact that he can, as a free action, he can give charge, super strength, and quake. Oh God, that's awesome. Right, he's a scientist too.
You have charge, super strength, and quake to anyone,
dude. Yeah, and a guy next to you. But think about it. A lot of times people need charge.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a lot of points. So is it 80? 90 points.
He would be awesome if he was.
If he was like 40 points,
or
he'd
even
be cool.
50, because like on a scientist team, you can easily make this work.
Oh yeah,
scientist is a lot of points,
a huge keyword, and even Gotham City Underworld. That's not too shabby of a keyword.
So Mr. Unknown gives Steel Energy, which is okay.
Black Lightning.
I think it's too many points though.
Yeah.
It's Pen Blast, but he has Outsiders and he's Sharpshooter. It's okay, but I think the points might be a little much.
So this is back when EE used to be good, and it was a 3 bolts, and you could combine it with Psychic Blast.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was dealing 3 damage Psychic Blast to everyone that he EE'd. So it's
But the other thing too is because he's Outsider, it gives him a little bit more utility.
Because you do like the Outsiders, and he's got Justice League.
Yeah.
Politician, that's a good keyword.
Mr. Frese, kind of interesting because you can ID him in now.
That's a great sculpt.
Yeah.
That's really good. 118 points though. Whew.
Yeah, that is a lot.
What is
Booster,
it? Modify his attack +1 for each target character. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean he's not bad, but like you said, he's 118. Like who's calling him in? Booster
Jakeem Thunder.
Yeah, but you have like calling Nick,
I know.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Hey, Ultron Drone right here.
Yeah. Well,
Booster. That's
he
has
Crusader.
an ID
This is the flock of bats thing. Like the it's like you know what this Cape Crusader is? It's like the Mojo team, but on a cheaper version. It's like the poor man's version of Mojo. Right? Because you move the flock of bat all the way up, and then you switch with the Cape Crusader. Cape Crusader calls in, boom, 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 hit, and then you BatSignal him back.
Okay.
Remember, it's the same thing as Mojo. It's just instead of 175 points, it's 139.
How far can the flock of bats move?
They move. Shoot, depends on which ones you play, but I think they move like 8 to 10 squares.
Yeah. If you're trying to do like a budget Mojo, that's very, very in the realm of that.
One of the moves. Okay, here's what you do with Here's what they do with one. Like how the moves you can do is you can go. You set the BatSignal. You can set the BatSignal like 8 squares up, and then on turn 1, you power action to call over a flock of bats from your starting zone. Okay. Then on turn 2, the flock of bats moves 8 squares up. So they move like 16 squares. And then Batman, Cape Crusader switches, does his thing, and then you BatSignal him back.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's basically a cheaper, like I said, it's a cheaper version of Mojo. But he can only call in 139 or less, whereas Mojo can call in 175.
Yeah, and that opens up that 150 point line, which a lot of figures
150 have. Is now you can, But if you want to save points, you play Cape Crusader.
It's true. And he has Batman Family, Batman Inc., Outlaws, Justice League. So yeah, he's got some good keywords. There's a lot to build around him.
Yeah. So this might be a good build around.
Voodoo.
Oh, this one, I feel, man, if it wasn't 91
Ooh,
points, it would be
this is your
amazing.
piece, buddy. It's Wildcats.
I know. But look, do you see they can't use, okay, so her effect is they ignore shape change and super senses.
Oh, wow.
That's why it's amazing. It's just 91 points.
Oh, it's rough.
But can you imagine just like, and that's funny, he wrote here, be afraid, Blue Panther, because he can't do anything.
Dude,
If
this
you
is
have,
like a hard counter to Blue Panther.
right, like if you have somebody with Pen Blast and you put him next to Voodoo, he's
Yeah.
just dead, right?
See, I feel like the Atom is a hard counter to the Blue Panther now that you mention it.
Yes.
Because you said he does penetrating.
He can. It's just that he only does 2 damage. Whereas
is it printed?
No, he just does 2 damage, period.
Oh, okay. To everyone.
To penetrating, yeah. But I think so. Like here, check this idea out. You can do Voodoo with Ultron Drones, and you call in the attackers next to Voodoo. So, like, here's an example. You call in Green Arrow next to Voodoo, and they're
one shot dead.
Because you're like, no super senses, no shape change, and you have no defense. You're dead.
Yep. Nick. Same thing with enough reflexes.
Nick, turn something off, and you get nothing. You're dead. And I think you just do that over and over because she's 91 points. But
yeah,
I don't know. She could just die too.
Yeah, people. That's the thing with Heroclix. They do just die sometimes. But we have this wonderful looking Batman Green Lantern.
That's pretty cool. It's a lot of points. But
one of the best looking sculpts ever, though.
Yeah, for sure. This Pseudostar's Batman number 59. This is actually was like a top tier piece when back in the day, because he hits 11 attack, charge, flurry, outwit. And
it's not bad.
Yeah, and he ignores elevated, he ignores hindering. He's only 83 points. Also, which is cool because you could call him in off of an ID.
This is true. At a lower point figure, so.
But like to play him, dude, he can do a lot of damage, man. Charge, flurry, outwit. That's
Yeah, because if you're close enough to charge, you usually can see him.
Yeah. Oh man.
And yeah.
So
that's the thing.
Batgirl.
Ooh, duo.
But you can do the split merge thing, right? We're talking about.
So that's a cool gimmick.
Yeah, I would love to see. So, you know what? I feel like we should get like the best performing split duo gimmick.
Yes.
Split merge.
See, you're just gonna have Landers like trying to win all this stuff.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Like this would be, but see, it has to be legit, so they actually have to like perform well enough. That's why, because someone could just come in with this like some crap team and like, look at this cool team. You know, you're like, yeah, but you went 05.
Yeah, no. See, he's happy as long as he makes cut.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But yeah, so that's why we have to have a little bit of like, so they don't just come with complete crap.
This is true. So you might have to make cut if we do like the funky team.
Maybe. I mean, I think 3 wins is a good cut. It's a good like baseline.
Yeah, because most events are gonna do minimum 3 rounds, right?
Well, for the qualifiers and the 1Ks are normally going to be 5 rounds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So
you have to have 3 wins. So if you're going 3-2, that's a good. Yeah, I mean, you have a winning record. Okay, cool. Let's see if you got it.
Yeah. All right. Here is Mr. Bruce Wayne.
This is the Bruce. He's one of the.
This is the Bruce. Yes, with the different starting lines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can do all. Yeah, he's kind of cool. He's got TK.
TK is helpful.
TK and Perplex. That's pretty good.
Yeah. What is it? Trader or something? Let's see. Batgirl. Oh, for Batman team ability for wild cards. That's cool.
Also, it's an option to pilot the jet.
Yeah, I saw that. So let's see. Batmobile, Batwing, Invisible Jet.
So this is what I was saying. The vehicles are like overlooked a bit because they're old and people haven't really seen them, right? Other than the Quinjet or the Blackbird, people don't really think they're good. But you've seen the Invisible Jet, like
Invisible Jet is good.
Like it actually it can actually have it has good game in this format. It's 106 points, 12 clicks, phase. It can do the action after taxi. It's 106 points, so it can call in 100-point guys. And you know what's cool? It can call in the 105-point Thor that has running shot pulse width.
Or a Venom Hulk that has flurry.
Yeah. So there's so many cool things and this thing does have a deep dial. So it's just not gonna die after one shot. They're gonna actually have to do some work on it.
Took me a bit to get through it.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool.
Batwing's cool. I know it's a relatively deep dial. Does the Batmobile have the RAM ability? No.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It has RAM. Yeah.
So the RAM ability is really good.
Yep. The cruiser, man, it just sucks because it doesn't have the penetrating damage anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But
it has handcuffs, right?
Yeah. Yes, the cuff to the bumper is still good. And then the bug.
So I have one of these sitting in a box somewhere.
Yeah. So like he writes here, as a 6x3, it's a risk to play because if you get stuck on a map where you can't place the bug, then you just can't place it.
Yeah, and you lose.
But this thing has 1 million clicks. And it has a way to heal itself. It's so much. It soaks up so much damage that this is a point denial in itself. If you thought it was hard to kill the Quinjet, you haven't played against the bug yet. Yeah, look at the bug. Piloted, yeah.
Piloted.
You want to look at the piloted, yeah.
So yeah, the impervious. It's got a bunch of reducers.
That's not. Okay, that's all fine. How many clicks is that?
12.
Okay, but that's not. Read the abilities.
Beetle built some nice tricks into this thing. Prerequisite, JLA team ability. Scientist keyword, bug can use all powers and abilities indicated on the hazardous environment dial, which is here. When the bug would take damage, you may click the hazardous environment dial. The bug is only wrecked when the pilot dial is knocked out.
Okay.
Piloted, okay. 5 passengers. That's nice.
Okay.
The piloted. Okay, doesn't need that. Give the bug a move action. After resolutions, the bug carried at least one friendly character. The bug can use support as a free action, modifying the result of the 2d6 roll by +1 for each character carried. That is extremely helpful. Immediately after resolutions of a move action, you may heal the bug. Other dials of 1 damage. Okay. And when the bug uses the care ability, friendly characters occupying adjacent squares move through by the bug can also be carried, even if not adjacent. Oh, wow. So they can pick people up.
Can you go up? The hazard dial, go up. Those are both. What does it say? The prerequisite? The bug can use all the powers capable. When the bug would take damage, click the hazardous, blah, blah, blah. What about the beetle dial? Oh, yeah, you didn't read that part.
Oh, yeah. Blue Beetle or Booster Gold are piloting. You use the powers and abilities on the hazardous dial and the beetle dial. Okay. When the bug would take damage, you may click either or dial.
Yes. So, how many clicks are each of those? 6?
6 and 5.
6 and 5? Now count that. 12 plus 11, 23 clicks. But it's basically going to have impervious forever until you get rid of the dials, right? Because it'll have willpower, it'll have reflexes, or no, not reflexes, whatever the steering wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, after you move, you heal one of the things.
Yeah.
So
after you run shot or you charge or you hypersonic, you get to move action. Never mind.
But it's also
it's lowercase move. So would that?
What's it say when you give a move action? Move action equals capital M, capital O, capital V, capital E.
Okay, got it. So phasing, regular move. Yeah. Leap climb isn't a regular move action anymore, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a move.
Is it? Okay, it's capital M.
Yeah. So this is really hard to kill.
That is.
So, and can you imagine if you get it to the
It's
last click of one? Look, if you get it to the last click of one of the dials, and they have like a 4 damage attack coming across, you're just gonna take one.
Yeah. Jeez.
Or you click one of the other ones 4. Like you can go back and forth and just heal all the dials. Also, there's a figure called Thomas Kalamaku. Just look up Thomas.
Oh.
Thomas Kalamaku. Okay, read that.
Give Thomas Kalamaku a power action, heal an adjacent vehicle, 1 click.
How many points?
6.
Bam.
Carry 5 of them.
Done. You're never
Can't touch this. Unless you EE my vehicle, then fuck you.
Yeah, they have to do that though.
Yeah. And honestly, a lot of people aren't packing EE though.
No, because it sucks now.
I know.
You used to be able to use it with Precision
Psych
Strike
Pen.
as well.
Yeah, Precision Strike and Psych Pen, which made it so much better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they nerfed it. They nerfed it way too hard. Let's see.
So that's the
Hidden gems. Yeah.
Well, we might as well go over our predictions, huh? So first, what do you think you'll see? Like, what do you think? What type of teams? A lot of. Okay, Quinjet and Lex. I think those are for sure.
So I think we'll see them, but I don't think we're gonna. I know we're gonna see them, but we're gonna see a lot of them. No, so it's Richard. So I don't know if you want. If Richard's he's gonna play Lex.
I mean, there's nothing there. There's not another team he can like. He wants to do the whole team, but since they made the change to the Quake ruling, it's not as good because you cannot miss. Whereas the old Hulk team, like the how it worked, you can miss because you have like 4 or 5 attacks banked in.
Yeah.
So Hulk is still fine if you can connect every single time. It's just you miss and you're done.
Yeah, like I said, when Landers and I were playtesting, we'd hit that 3 or crit miss too many times, and we'd be like, "All right, well, you win." Yeah. So, good game.
But what do you? Okay, so what do you think is the most? Let's try this. What's the most played resource you think you'll see?
Phoenix Force.
Yeah.
I think we'll see a good variety of batteries.
You know what? I feel like green batteries should be seen a lot more now.
I want to see.
There's a lot of free stuff going on.
Green batteries and like something to change the objects around would mess up a lot of people.
You think you'll see that though?
No, but I'm saying that would mess up people.
No, I know, but no, we're doing what you're gonna see. Like, what do you think is gonna be out there? I think there should be more. I think there will be more greens, just because Rob showed the way.
Yeah, Rob definitely. You're gonna see a lot more construct teams.
People can just use a green battery. It doesn't have to be on his team. It's just green battery with something else now.
Yeah, whether you pair it with Vulture or
whatever it is,
anything. Yeah,
you could just do that now because you now have a way to stop like Phoenix Force stuff. Power plant that actually
it shuts down the power plant a lot.
Because the Gardener can't, like if you're playing Gardener, they can't make a hindering and free attack at the same time.
Yeah, or Mojo, he can't phase and then outwit you.
Yeah, dude, that's hard, man. That's hard, dude. Or Perplex, you mean? Because he starts with Perplex.
No, you burn the ring.
Oh, you burn the ring. Yeah, he has Perplex too. Yeah, you can't do any of that stuff.
I know.
That's huge, man. I mean, obviously, we'll see more Night. I feel like there's gonna be an uptick in Nighthawks just because there's a lot of like buffs that people can't get around.
This is true,
and like the easiest way to just, and we've already seen it already. Like Nighthawk is around. It's just maybe we haven't seen the right shell for Nighthawk yet.
Because I'm trying to think, in the last 1K, there was only one that made it to cut, which was Ryan Nelson's team, right?
Yes, but there were.
But throughout the day, there was a lot.
Yeah, there was at least 3, maybe more, because I didn't see all the rest of them down there. But yeah, there were actually quite a bit of Nighthawks. Just, someone calls in Hulk and just kills you, okay? Or someone picks up a canister and kills you.
Yeah.
Or someone calls in Beast and kills you. Or, it's like, shall I keep going?
Yeah. When I was playing the Turtles, he only got killed one time. And at that point, it wasn't too big of an issue. But
I'm wondering if we'll see an uptick in like the monster archetype with like Wendigo, Onslaught, stuff like that.
I definitely think we're going to see some onslaughts.
Like also because of WWE Undertaker.
Yeah, we're going to see some WWE. WWE and onslaughts. I think you're going to tick up, especially because you can't target them.
Yeah, you know what though? I don't know if Onslaught is the right call right now. Maybe he is, because Nighthawk stops mind control. But I mean, he gets free TK, free cap. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it's just one of the things that makes the Onslaughts insane is like you might control their guys to hit each other.
That's true.
From like a million squares away.
So, like I said, yeah, Nighthawk is a thing, and if your opponent's not prepared for it,
yeah.
I'm hoping we see a good Emerald Empress team. I know we talked about it a good amount.
Yeah, and it's really hard, man.
It's either you're going to win really fast or you're going to lose really fast.
You know what I like to see a return of are the super hyper aggressive teams, like the SamCap teams.
So I feel the Mojo team is rather hyper aggressive because you can go off turn 1, like easy.
Yeah, but you can't. No, that's different because you're only getting like 1 attack off. I'm talking about like the Hulk team, like the Hulks that are like attacking you like 3 or 4 times in a turn.
Okay.
And then, like the Gardeners attacking you twice in a turn, and then like
so an actual
aggressive like SamCap with the boomerang guys, and just like they're just attacking you like 4 or 5 times. Like the Mojo is just 1 shot and then gone. That's not that's like what that's like. That's like the Slate team attacking you.
It's a yo-yo team.
It's like the Slate team attacking you once and then walling up. And then next, because the thing is, you have to clear at some point, whereas the aggressive teams, they don't. They just keep going.
Okay,
because
so like
so many just go boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean?
So like a soldier team with something with
that's what I'm saying,
SamCap.
like SamCap boomerang with the boomerangs, right? The foot soldier guys. Doc Ock.
We haven't had a good Doc Ock team in a while.
Like Cap Resilient that just like moves and attacks, and like everybody does. It's like those type of things.
There's a lot of moving pieces on the board.
Yeah, where you're like, okay, which one do I attack? Okay, well, whichever one you pick, there's still 2 more guys attacking you. That's kind of like how Amelia was playing the
Gardener.
The Gardeners are like, okay, there's 2 Gardeners. Well, if you kill one of them, there's still another one, and also there's Surtur and Infinity. Yeah, you're still doing something after that, so you can't just pick one. Obviously, yeah, monsters. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like those are.
It's gonna be a variety. I think people are gonna try some new stuff, and then you're gonna see a little bit of like net decking.
Yeah.
Which
Shredders for
fine.
Sure. I think that's like the safe bet.
And you're gonna play with.
Obviously, point denial.
You're gonna see a lot of point denial. I don't think we're gonna see too much Undying.
I wonder if Matt's gonna be playing that Juggernaut team, because that's kind of interesting. I like that idea. Because the more and more I look at it, the more it's like, wow, it is kind of tough to deal with this guy.
Because you can't pulse wave him, right?
Right.
He's got a high defense. So do you consider it more of an aggro team or more of a point denial team?
What?
The Juggernaut team.
No, an aggressive team is attacking you like in 1 turn. The Juggernaut cannot attack you in 1 turn.
Because he's got to move up.
He can't go across the map and hit you, just like the Mojo team is more aggressive than that, because Mojo can actually port and hit you.
Yeah.
You need to be, in order for it to be aggressive, you need to be able to attack in 1 turn. Meaning, it's my turn, I'm going to move and hit you. Not move, wait, and then go get you.
Okay.
I have to be able to.
So it's more like a point denial team then.
Yeah. Well, it's point denial because he's only given up 50 points.
Yeah, if Magneto dies.
Yeah, if he dies, then you got 54 points. Cool. Like now you got to deal with Juggernaut, and he's just gonna keep running away, walling and breaking walls and healing, and you're just like, okay, now I can't deal with him.
It's too much. Yeah. So it's almost like an Undying then too, if he keeps healing.
Yeah, and that's why like there's Point Denial and Undying are very, very close.
Yeah, there's like a fine gray line in the middle.
The difference is the Undying is you just don't die. So
yeah,
his is it's like on the border because these guys don't die.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely a point denial because you're really not getting that many points. Whereas like an actual Undying team would be Wes's Deadpool, Darwin, Joker.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, they just don't die.
I would even put the Turtles, Fast Force's Turtles, in as an Undying team because you're giving up points, but they're not dying.
But you know what though? They're not. I wouldn't say that because you're giving up points. So I guess for an Undying team to be Undying, I think it has to be
a true Undying.
True Undying because like they don't die, but you give up 100 points. That's or more. Because if you killed the rest of the guys, so you kill 3 turtles, that's 75 points. Groot, that's 95. And then if Nighthawk goes down, you give him like 150 points.
Yeah, it's a lot of points.
That's a lot, man. That's really a lot for something that's not. So like Mistress Death. So I guess we can. You're right though. It is Undying, but I guess we would have to make a different. Classification for Undying.
Yeah.
Like, should we separate Undying with Point Denials completely? Because like Mistress Death is Undying,
but she gives up a good jillion points.
So that's the same. It's the same. Same thing as with the turtle. So I guess
they're Undying, but they're not Point Denial.
Yeah, but then are. But you know what's weird is.
But then there's a both.
Yes, there are like what's his name? Colin's team.
Yeah, the Sam Cap. Or not the Sam Cap, the Captain America takes one, the Lockjaw, the Ironheart. Yeah, that's an Undying and a Point Denial team.
Same with, because you can hit them for as much as you want. They just don't die.
At all.
Whereas Panther, you can hit them. He can actually die if you actually hit him.
Yeah, but the likelihood of hitting him and scoring the points is unlikely.
It is. But, I mean, it has lost. I've seen it lose to let's say you get unlucky and Green Arrow hits you. He's just dead.
Done.
You know what I mean? So that's where I think, whereas if Green Arrow was to hit Colin's team, he's laughing.
Yeah.
Like, cool, I take 1.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, or like the other one would be the Dead Man, Lockjaw, Joker. Like that's a team that I made for Michael with the Pandora's box.
How is Michael doing? Is he still around?
No, he's. I haven't talked to him since he, took his little hiatus. So,
dang.
I don't know. I hope he's doing all right. So,
yeah,
he needs to give me. He needs to give me the access to the Instagram.
Oh my god,
it's under him right now, and I have to I always have to text him to put it up, and I don't want to have to keep doing that with him all the time. So I'll just do it.
Just give it to me.
I know, huh? Yeah, I should. All right.
So, who do you think is? I was just gonna say, who do you think's gonna win? See, I had my money.
Wait. Let's just take Steve out of it. He's gonna win. Go. He's all well.
Well, so
look. Okay, we're both gonna say Steve. Okay, we get it.
Well, no, I was gonna say Dustin with the Mojo team,
but he's not coming. So
I know, so that messed up my pick. Is anyone else playing the Mojo team? That's
Dude. By the way, if like the Mojo team, like Steve would, like the Quinjet would wreck that team. By the way, because on turn 1 he's gonna move to the middle of the map. He's gonna get hit for like whatever. How much damage do you want to hit him for? And then Mojo dies the next turn.
No, he Hawkeyes all the little things to get rid of the tribbles. And then he can't get the hit tokens.
No. You can't do that on turn 1. He's going to move on turn 1. Mojo, they're gonna do his thing. Mojo's gonna do his thing.
Yeah.
Quinjet takes whatever. Then Mojo dies next turn.
Mojo's a lot of clicks. At 175?
How many clicks is he?
It's like 9 or more.
You think that can withstand a green arrow followed by an attack?
The Mojo has 9 clicks.
Okay, 9 clicks. That's nothing. Because a turn 1 I move, you do whatever you want to do. Turn 2 I call in green arrow. You take 6. Real girl in giant girl hit you for 3.
Can Giant Girl get that far?
On turn 1, I'm moving to the middle of the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, Giant Girl can get that far. She can charge 5 from the front square and Giant reach 3. Yeah.
Okay.
She can, like, if the Quinjet moves 11, you Real Girl Giant on 12, and she's on 13.
Mm-hmm.
You charge 5, that's 18, 19, 20, 21.
That's the back line. Well, no, almost.
No, but Mojo's 2x2, so he can't be in the back line.
He's against the back wall.
He can't be on the back line because he's a 2x2, which means 2 of his squares will be in the front.
Isn't it 24 squares, though?
It's only 20 squares to get across from the starting to starting. It's 24, but remember, we start 2 in.
I know, but you're moving out to 11, and then 11. You're 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. There's still 3 squares between you and the back line.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here. 1, 2,
unless I'm counting it wrong in my head.
1, 2, 3. No, I can hit it.
Okay.
No, you are counting it wrong. Okay. I'm on square 3.
Okay.
I'm on square 2 right now, right? Okay, I'm on square 2 on the map. Now count 11 or okay, whatever. I'll go 12 because I'll perplex 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
count it.
7, 8, 9, 10. You said 11, 12?
12.
Okay. 1, 2.
If I Real Girl her in on square 13 and 14,
then yeah.
He charges 5, 19, 22. It's 22 squares. And Mojo cannot be in the back line because his 2 squares will protrude.
Yeah.
And that's after Mojo gets hit for like 6. Right? So he's dead.
Then you're done.
Or he doesn't have to be Green Arrow. He could also just be like, I don't know, Hulk charging in for like 7 damage or whatever. Right? And then followed up with the Real Girl hitting again. You know, either way, like, it's not, Mojo's not, or like, you know, like you said, they could do the triples thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, at that point, I believe it's kind of irrelevant to kill the triples because Mojo doesn't have to go anywhere. He's just there.
Yeah.
Right? He's the whole point of the triples thing is so he can port across the map. But if the Quinjet's already like, you know, 2/3 of the map, you don't need it across. You don't need to do that. Which means you just need to use like a charging guy to hit him, and then like let's say Hulk plus Giant Girl be enough to kill Mojo because Hulk hits for 7, and then you use the outwit thing, like you know that power where it's like you give outwit to your guy.
For the power plant. Oh, the Quinjet?
The Quinjet has it's defend and you give it's a free action to give an adjacent guy outwit for the turn.
Okay, yeah.
So like you charge in with Hulk, hit, and then you outwit the defense, whatever's there, and then Giant Girl comes in with her heavy or light object hit for another 4.
Yeah, that's really good.
Right? So like that is something. I mean, obviously, like could miss.
Yeah,
I've seen him miss before.
This is true.
You know, I mean, Mojo is like an 18 with prob.
And yeah, Mojo takes 2 turns to kill the Quinjet. So if he survives the turn,
but even then, that doesn't even mean much because like, Star Fox comes out, or there's still a Star Fox, right?
Yeah.
And that Star Fox can do something himself because he's 80 points. He can call in like a pulse waiver, like a Black Canary or something.
Was it
Oh
Storm
yeah.
or
Also, the
something?
other thing too is I forgot about that Storm too. But you know what? The Storm isn't as good against Mojo just because you won't be able to knock him back.
Yeah.
Her thing is like knocking him back into the wall off a building or whatever. But like
So,
the one thing that Mojo
Steve's
does
gonna
have
win.
is he has, what's that?
So Steve's gonna win.
Okay, so he did say he might not play Quinjet.
What? That's some bullshit if I've ever heard it.
I know. If it's not him, who is it going to be? Go. No disrespect to anyone else coming. Just like nobody's been able to beat Steve. So until someone shows me otherwise,
has Richard
there's no reason why
actually played Steve?
No.
Like,
However,
actually, have they physically played?
have they physically
Like, I know they've
fought
talked
each
about.
other?
I know they've
No.
talked out strategy on how they'd beat each other.
No, I don't know.
But have they sat down at a table and played Lex
no.
versus Quinjet?
No, but
Barry.
I think that from what Steve told me, and I concur because I told Richard this before Steve told him this.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Steve wins map, Richard has like no chance. Richard has to win map. It's +4 versus +2. But if Steve wins map, I believe it's Storm can one-shot Lex. Just spoiler alert.
Yeah, it's
she can one-shot Lex. Because you can perplex damage to 6 and then pulse wave into the walls for 7.
That's rough.
Of course, you have to clear out all the little dudes, but that's why you Hawkeye everyone and then you call in. Because I don't think in one turn, Lex can kill the Jet.
No, it takes 2 turns.
Right. So
it's the same issue as Mojo. As it takes 2 turns.
How much can you do with the with Mojo? With who's he calling in?
Let's look at Hulk. I think it's like 12 damage with Hulk.
Which one?
The Venom Hulk. He's flirting with Venom Hulk.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he burns the rain to give him +1. He's swinging for a 13 for 6. You out with 13? The defense with Mojo. Because the rings give you +1 to all stats, right?
Can you hit that 21?
You use the perplex to move out further.
No, it's your go. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, if you do that 13 on 20 versus 3 probs, he's got prob with the Jet, prob with Jarvis. And
does Jarvis see through the Jet?
Oh, no.
Because you can place Mojos anywhere.
Yes, you're going to go behind.
Yeah, so you're going to deal 12 damage.
But you know what the thing is? Oh, yeah, okay, never mind.
And then you follow up next turn and kill him with a green arrow or something.
12, yeah. Yeah, but like that's like that's something that's almost impossible because you have like almost a 0% chance of winning the map. Which means you're dead before you get that next turn. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you do the trick with Mojo, come across hit, and you're gonna leave Mojo there, or you're gonna call him back with the BatSignal. Because there's a chance that you just don't get the BatSignal because he could real girl and just kill the BatSignal. Which means Mojo is directly adjacent to the Jet. Like 1 square off. Which means the behind the scenes doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
And then now you can just fully see him. That's what I was saying. Like, if you call and you're within 5, Green Arrow just hits you, and then you're just dead because you have no defense.
Yeah.
The only way you can do it is if you can get far enough where they can't see you, where Green Arrow can't shoot. But I don't see how you can do that if you're gonna do the Hulk trick, right?
Yeah.
If you do the Hulk trick, and then maybe you don't do the Hulk trick, but if you don't do the Hulk trick, then you just like risk dying.
Yeah, I feel like the 12 damage is pretty good, but you just have to be able to get back.
Yeah, you know what? Like, you know what they always say in Magic? They always say, like, if you have 4 life and they're doing everything they can to get you to 0, and they do 3 damage, and they say, but 3 is not 4.
It's true.
So in this case, 12 is not 17.
This is true. I don't know how many times I've had people down to 1 life and like,
yeah, it's like,
all right, fuck.
Yeah, like, dude, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I wish you would get 90.
Yeah.
I wish you could have got 95% of the points, but you get 0.
Can
That's
you
the one thing I feel like they can make a change to the rule maybe down the line, to where if for every amount of clicks you get points, because it's like you do so much to the Quinjet and you don't kill it.
Dude, I know.
And you're like, but I did 16. They're like, well, you get 0.
So what figures or what combos can kill a Quinjet in 1 turn then?
Emerald Empress.
That's what I was thinking, but
you know what the problem is?
It's ridiculously hard to pull off.
I can't go first. Yes, there is another one.
But you're not going to worry about first turn immunity because Steve's going to move out.
That's
like he's not going to not move
out.
out.
Oh yeah.
He's going to move halfway across the map.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that is one. Another one could be Mistress Death, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you can do like the Mjolnir thing.
Mjolnir with like a flurry.
Like no, you just hit with her,
mm-hmm.
and then the next guy you call in with the drone does like 10.
Yeah.
10 or 12. Like if she can connect for 6, and
then
11
more clicks.
Boom. And you know what though? It probably doesn't even have to be a full on 1 turn, because if you have enough guys around, they can only attack so many times.
Yeah, it's true.
Right. And also depending on what they roll on the resource dial.
Yeah, because if he rolls a 1 after he pops out Giant Girl turn 1, he's in the same boat as he was before.
Yeah.
So it is up to chance, and it is a game of dice.
So you're gonna go with Steve?
Richard, well, you said he's not playing the Quinjet, so I don't know.
Maybe. He said maybe.
See, I think I'm calling bullshit. Because it's too big of a chance to win some money to not try and compete, right? You know, like it's a 1K. It's not like it's some weekly win-a map. You're going to come to win. Why not bring your A game? So if Steve doesn't bring his A game, I will be disappointed.
If not him, who?
The Lex team is rough.
You know, I would have said Wes.
Yeah.
But you would have said Dustin. I would have said Wes.
I was going to say Dustin, yeah. So I'll go Richard back to back because, you know, Steve's out of the picture.
You'll go Richard. Okay. If he knows how the matchup goes against, well, no, even then it's hard. You know, I'm gonna go with Justin.
You're gonna say Shredders?
Shredders.
Oh my god!
Come on, he was close.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, I really don't know what that does, but I don't know. I was gonna say Emilio, but he's not coming.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Dang, yeah, Emilio's a beast. He is. His brain in this format is just. Yeah, he's too good.
Yeah.
But is his brother coming?
I don't know. Maybe not. Usually, if he doesn't come, then he doesn't. His brother doesn't come. But I think Chris Stats and Chris Fox are coming.
Okay, nice.
They signed up.
Cool cats.
But the other, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Justin. Well, okay. I'm gonna amend my pick. Sorry, Justin, you were, but I forgot. If Rob Gallagher.
Ooh, I wonder if he's gonna play the same team, but he always switches it up.
See, that's why. If he plays that construct team, then I'm going with him.
Yeah, that's the thing is I never know what he's gonna play.
Exactly, it's the perfect answer for the format because the Green Battery hoses a crap load of stuff, and those constructs don't fucking die. And Magneto has pulse wave knockback the entire dial.
Yeah, so falling off ledges, going into
and
walls.
He gets to decide which way they get to knock back. That was the craziest thing that I've seen. I was like, oh my God. He was like knocking them diagonal this way. You're like, wow, that is the fact that you can choose a direction. That's
a master of magnetism.
Oh, dude, it was crazy. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with Rob. That's it. Final answer.
All right. Richard, don't let me down.
Richard and Rob.
And Justin, don't let me down with the Shredders, buddy.
I guess, you know what? Like, Justin would be the pick if I just don't know how what it is against the Quinjet, man. It's really hard.
It's a tough matchup.
That's really hard, man. And if like Clone goes down, it's done.
Because he can one shot Clone relatively easily.
Yes. Yes. All it takes is a simple. Well, number one, you need to kill Peace Machine first.
Yes. Which is,
and that's not
to do.
It's easy, man. Like when we were testing, I was like, dude, I can't hide. Like, there's nothing I could do. Like, Peace Machine's just gonna die, so you're dead.
I know.
And then there's a storm that pulses Clone for 5 knockback into the wall, dead.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. And then I sit there and I cry.
Yeah. You know, if that storm wasn't out yet, you have a chance, but
yeah. So there's going to be a lot of good stuff. I'm excited. It's going to be a fun weekend. You found some good spots for us to eat because I'm hungry.
Oh yeah. Chase is. Oh yeah. Totally disrespected Chase. But
How
Chase,
so?
Chase, sorry, but you can't beat Steve. Sorry. I mean,
if you could take the yeah. Oh.
He's gonna play Slate, so I mean, let's Chase will be top 8, top 4, and then that's it. That's like the upper limits
of the team.
That's so sad.
You know,
no, I mean, it's not. It's
if
just,
Pat was playing the team, he would win the whole event.
It's the matchups too. Like,
yeah.
You have to get paired up correctly. Like in Arizona, one of the reasons why I won was because Alyssa basically knocked out the Blue Panther from making it into top 8.
Oh, they're so helpful.
So because of that, I was like, oh well,
Thanks,
there
Alyssa.
isn't a team out here that I can't beat.
Yeah.
If he got in, someone else has to beat him, or I can't win. So.
Yeah. It's a rough matchup, and you know, it's very rock paper scissors in our format. There's a lot of teams that destroy others, and then you know can't be touched by the next door neighbor. So
that's true.
It is, but hey, it's fun. It's enjoyable. It is probably one of the most skill-based formats there is right now.
Team Builders Paradise. We'll be streaming it. We'll be checking out everything. Real quick before we go, next year's starting 2020. So there's going to be 4 1Ks throughout the year. It's going to be 1 every quarter. So there'll be 3, 6, 9, 12. So we'll have March, June, November, and December. Now we might do
for 1Ks, right?
Yeah, the 1Ks. I'm thinking what we should do is do the 3 1Ks, and then the December one will be the 2K Invitational.
Okay.
So that's the 4, right? Now the Invitational, you have to get invited, meaning you have to qualify with points. That's where the rankings is up there. We'll have points. You know, we're going to talk about it when it's all ready. But you're going to get certain points for playing a trial, playing a qualifier, playing a winner map, and playing a 1K. Obviously, the level is the winner map is and just to let everybody know, the winner map will be the online stuff.
That's right. We're doing online winner maps now.
Yeah, online winner map. That's the lowest one. Trial, qualifier, 1K. They're all going to get scaled up. So if you go to a 1K and you do well, you're going to get the most points. And then for the Invitational, you're going to need X amount of points. Let's say you need 50 points to play. So you're going to have all year to accumulate all those points to get in. And then it's going to be based off of your finish at each of these things. And then we're going to be having trials that lead up to a 1K at each quarter. Right?
Yeah.
So the first one is January, February. That's going to lead up to the 1K in Newark at your store.
Yes, sir.
And we already have one that's confirmed. And I just confirmed 2 more from Florida because they want in.
Oh, wow. Nice.
But he needs to talk to the owner to set up. He wants to do one in January and one in February because he wants to come out here.
Nice.
He wants to bring a group to play. This guy's really
awesome.
good. He's also a team building master.
Who is this?
His name's Joe.
Okay.
Joe Safa Alves.
Joe Alves?
I think Joe Alves.
I think I know that name.
Pretty sure his last name's not. It's not that, but maybe because I know him. I know him from he used to go to the rock events, and I used to go to Florida to play at those the regionals down there with Glass Cabinet Ryan.
Okay.
Ryan Morgan. So that's how I know him. But it's Joe Safa, but it's Joe. Anyway, we'll be building up. So the 1K. All of this will be feeding into the Invitational, and then there will probably be 4 of these in a year as a qualifier. And the qualifier is just below a 1K. So the 1K, there's trials that feed into the 1K.
1K.
The qualifier, there won't be any feeders. It's just go. But
you just go.
The one thing about the qualifier is if you win, you automatically get enough points to go to the Invitational.
Yes.
So that's for winning. You just automatically get in.
So just in case you guys don't know, the Invitational last year, year was like Dan, PJ, Steve, 8 of them, like all these high level players competing to see who the best is.
This
is like a very prestigious event to be invited to.
That's the one that Steve won, and first place was $1,000, and then 2nd through 8 split $1,000. So that's a 2K, and then. So and it'll be a multi-format thing just like last year.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a lot of so that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a lot, and obviously if you go to this site here, you're on it right now, but this will be the hub. This and the 300-point Bronze Age discussion will be all the
info.
So like
details. If you have
questions on how things work, like I did a little clarification on how Lydia works.
Yeah.
Anything will be on there. But this will be the main page for the Open Series, openseries.majestixccg.com. So if you go to home, so that's the main. This will be everything. The band list update, the map list update.
Yeah,
and
down here, format.
Yeah, and the point system. And if you go up there, if you look at the Bronze Age, that's our resources right there. So if you want to look at top lists, format legality,
team abilities, glossary, force build sheet. So we did a new force build sheet for the format just because it gets a little complicated with all the resources.
And then,
so basic info up top. You got a lot of space for your build because there's a lot of little stuff. Your resource specific area for the resource.
Yep.
Your objects, maps, and then your sideline here.
Yep.
And
then if you go up, you can click for the printable version.
Bam.
Boom. That's the PDF, so you can just print that. Because the other one is an image. So this is an actual PDF that you can just print out.
Download, fill it out.
Yep. So that's what we'll be using this weekend.
Yeah.
And then obviously, if you want to know the kits, right now it's just trial kits, but we'll have the other kits coming up. Articles, anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our kits are a little cheaper this round. Last round they were $100 shipped. This time it's $80. And you guys, so we dropped it with one map. We added
10 players now instead of 12.
Yeah, 10 players instead of 12. We added the dice and the deck boxes to kind of fill it in for everyone else, to make sure everyone's getting a little something. And then it comes with the judge kit, and then the winner gets the first round buy and 300 points.
If you scroll down, that's what you're getting. Like that's the map and the dice.
The dice.
And then for the obviously for your 1K, you will have the Clicks collective dice.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Cool. So yeah, that's the Oh, and just to let you know, on that, it's not all hindering, by the way. It's like the coloring's off. There is blocking.
Yeah, I saw the brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a brown next to the yellow.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I see it. It's different.
I told him to change the brown to make it a little bit pop more.
Yeah.
Because it just didn't look right. But and then the map in the spring will be the Temple of the Warrior's Idol.
Very nice.
Or it's just called Temple of the Idol. It's basically the Raiders of the Lost Ark opening scene.
Oh God!
With the boulder and he's taking the idol and there's the swinging, the pit, all that shit. So, oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. So that's cool, man. We'll unveil what that looks like.
God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited right now. You have no idea.
Yeah, the map looks good too. Like I think it has some pretty good strategic and it's an indoor map, and we made sure that you can't put like a terrain
invisible jet
entire thing. So we made sure it's like 6 squares wide, so you don't just like block it completely off.
Yeah, no, that's very, very helpful. Good strategic building.
Yeah.
If you could send me a preview of the map, I would greatly appreciate it. Early Christmas present. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, he hasn't. I mean, he just has me like it's an outline. Oh, no, it's done.
Yeah.
But
all right. Well, dude, cool. I'm excited. I will see you Friday. I'm thinking about 2-ish.
Okay.
We're gonna leave. Perfect. We're gonna leave at like 6 a.m, so we can just.
Okay.
Maybe like 7, because I'm tired.
Yeah, just let me know, and then we'll because stickers.
Huh?
Stickers. The stickers.
Stickers. Oh yeah, I'm working on it.
We need to get those.
They'll be here. So I could pay an extra $4 and have it delivered to an Amazon locker the day before, like on a Wednesday, or I could pay nothing for Amazon Prime and have it delivered Thursday. So I'm gonna go to an Amazon locker on Wednesday to make sure the stickers are here. Okay. Dude, yeah, it sucks that storm held it up. Otherwise, I think it would have been there earlier. But I'll keep an eye on the tracking.
So you're just gonna make sure you print it out, right?
Yeah. No. They're the stickers that go on like mason jars and stuff. So.
Yeah. But is it the same?
It's like a 2 by 3 3/4, so it's a little bigger.
That's fine.
They had some 2 and 4 inches that were shipping labels at Office Max today, but they look
2
like
and 4.
shit.
No. We need to be because we don't want it to be too big, so it goes over the. We don't want to go over.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I was worried about that. But it should be good.
Okay.
And then yeah,
we're good.
We'll make it happen. It's my motto. Make it work. And
all right. Well, I guess
excited. It'll be good.
This
It'll be fun weekend.
It'll be fun. A little bit stressful, but hopefully the rain isn't that bad. It's just like little sprinkle here and there.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen. Okay, guys. Until this weekend.
Until this week.
Reflects the attack.
Don't forget to practice roll your dice, guys. Take it easy.
Shake it, Cali.